I was driving through Kansas late in the evening, heading back from a long trip. The road stretched straight as an arrow, flanked by endless cornfields that reached the horizon. The sun had set hours ago, leaving only a thin gray streak in the west, while stars dotted the sky above. The air inside the car was warm, the radio softly playing country tunes, though the signal kept cutting out with static. I was alone on this desolate highway, and the silence outside felt thick, almost tangible. Then, in the glow of my headlights, I caught movement, something swaying in the middle of the field, far from the road. At first, I thought it was just a scarecrow set up by a farmer, but the motion was too smooth, too alive. It was dancing slow, rhythmic, as if following a melody I couldn't hear. Curiosity got the better of me. I slowed down, feeling the tires crunch against the gravel shoulder, and turned off the engine. The headlights stayed on, illuminating the corn that rustled faintly, though there was no breeze. I stepped out, closing the door behind me, and listened. The silence was deafening, broken only by the soft whisper of the stalks, like the field was breathing. I squinted at the silhouette. It was closer than it had seemed from the car, moving with its arms swaying up and down, as if in a trance. I took a few steps forward, clutching my phone, ready to turn on the flashlight. Then I saw it, the scarecrow, but not an ordinary one. Straw poked out from beneath tattered, weathered clothes, a rope hung loosely around its neck, and its head a sack with a crudely painted face bobbed as if alive. Its movements were jerky, unnatural, like an invisible force was pulling strings. I stopped, cold sweat trickling down my back. The scarecrow ceased dancing and turned its head toward me slowly, with the crackle of dry straw. The eyes, painted black, looked darker than they should have been, and I could have sworn they glinted in the headlights. I stumbled back, tripping over the ground, and bolted for the car. The engine roared to life on the first try, and I sped off, refusing to look back. But when I glanced in the rearview mirror, my heart froze. It was there, dancing right behind the car, its straw arms swaying in time with my headlights. The road stretched on, but the figure kept pace, growing closer with every second. The radio crackled again, and through the static, I heard a faint whisper, "Dance with me." The corn on either side of the road began to sway, joining its rhythm, and I realized the field was no longer empty.